After men, shortly came the changing breeds. We, the Garu, first created by those amongst Gaia's own hand-tailored. 1/3 man, 1/3 wolf, 1/3 spirit. As men spread across the world, so too did we in that great diaspora. Some of us took those most ancient spirits for our patrons or our guidance. Rat, the old wolf, Fox, though Fox had his own children in those days. Loon, Elk, and Aeolus all enjoyed the spread of offerings given to them by their children, as soon their influences began to change and grow. I wonder if they knew how short this time of prosperity would be, for the war of rage was coming, and children have a penchant for being unruly.
Well, hello there, dear audience, and welcome back to What Men Have Wrought. So, without any further ado, let's meet our oath-bound werewolves, starting with Buddy.
Oh, of course I get the benefit of this. Hey everybody, my name is Joe. I am better known as DJ Torador or Nola Fanger on most of the social media websites. And I'll be playing Buddy Tupo, the Philodox Silver Fang, based out of New Orleans. So I can't wait to see what happens with that. No gaslighting. No gaslighting.
Of course not. Let's go ahead and throw it over to Chester Young.
Hello. I go by Asterisk VTuber on the internet, and you may call me Aster. Today I am playing Chester. I did not want to have it rhyme like that, but I did now. And Chester Aoyang is a Silent Strider Theurge.
Indeed he is. One Joseph McCray.
Hey folks, I am Elias, aka Big Fat Socialist, on all social media platforms, including YouTube, Blue Sky, and indeed your TikTok, where my most following is. Today, I am playing Joseph McCreech, everyone's favourite Postle-born Ragabash Bone Gnawer.
Indeed. Winona Keene.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I'm the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads. You may know me from several different shows. I'm also a variety streamer here on Twitch. And yeah, today, this time zone, I am playing Winona Keene, aka Fights to the Last, a Black Fury Alrune.
And last but certainly not least, Alayla House for Spring.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tharissa Rave all over the internet. Today, I will be playing Alayla Snared by Lightning, the Galliard Arun, and hopefully we don't get into any trouble.
Hello, it's me. I'm Trouble. Hi, I'm Avery at Avery DuBois on all the social media platforms. I am the partnerships manager right here on the Rolling Nomads, and for those of you that I met in our audience at Darkness Emergent last week, hi, it's so great to see you again. Welcome in. But this will be months and months and months from now, so, it'll be a nice callback. But anyway, I will be everyone who did not just introduce themselves, as I am the storyteller for this game of Men Have Wrought. Now, this is a dark, horrific game in a dark, horrific world, so please check in with yourselves as we've checked in with each other. Your safety is important to us, and if you ever need to take a step away, nobody can fault you for that. Take care of yourself. So without any further ado, where we left off, my dear pack of Garu, Chester for the first time had opened up a shadow passage into the Umbra, and you had all stepped across the gauntlets for the first time into the Spirit Wilds. It doesn't look too dissimilar from the other side, at least not here, not where it is in the near Umbra, where it is close. The darks seem darker. The shafts of light that pierce through the canopy of the trees have almost a purplish hue to them. It's like the color is somehow both washed out and darker at the same time. You hear the call of loon from the center of the cairn, that almost sorrowful lowing wind moves ever so slightly through the trees, through the brush. And the only other source of light around you, other than the natural quote-unquote light that is filtering through the canopy, is you can all see that there is a silver glow around Chester's feet. The scene is yours.
It was like I was just here yesterday.
Where do we want to begin?
We should get moving towards the mountains.
No argument from me.
Not good to stay
Did we
in
say-
one place.
Did we say mountain there, sorry?
A mountain in the distance. We have to get up there in order to get to that tribe.
Yeah, mountain. About the mountain.
Are you scared?
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm scared. Yes.
You're not gonna telling us that you're afraid of heights now, are you?
Well, clearly not. I'm high as a kite right now.
As
I mean,
this
fears-
conversation is happening, Chester, if you wouldn't mind, give me I'm going to say wisdom and occult or awareness, whichever is higher for you. Please continue.
I mean, isn't the saying that fear is good, helps keep you alive?
Yeah, but generally not when you think you're moving towards the source of immediate danger. I didn't really get the time since we rushed in so quickly, but I had a wee flirtation with a little cocktail back when we were on the real side there. And I saw some bad shit coming towards us potentially. Called me out by name.
Winona's going to look around and see if there's anything noticeable that's a potentially immediate threat.
That was 3
What?
successes, by the way.
What called you out by name?
I don't know. That's I don't know if it's a good idea to even. Here's the thing: I'm still new to this whole umbral thing, and I don't know whether discussing the name of a spirit could in effect evoke it. And if it is the case, I don't want to evoke it because that would be a bad idea.
Wits and
That's not
awareness
a
from
small-
you, Winona.
That's not a bad thing to say, but can you draw it, or
No, I only
hand
hear the
puppets,
voice.
charades?
No, I only hear the voice.
No.
Sound like Andy Serkis.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, storyteller, do I know whether or
assuming.
not if I or whatever Yosef is talking about, would I understand if you talk about a spirit? Would you be able to call it into existence?
Hold on to that for just a second. How many successes did you get, Winona?
Teeth. So
Okay,
3
so
successes total.
We'll hit that in a moment. All I need to know is teeth. Chester. Superficially kind of being on the edge of this conversation that they're having, being in the Umbra from your teachings and spending time with Reaches Through Time, there is certainly some credence to speaking the name of a spirit in the Umbra and it appearing. It's certainly not. It's not a 100% foolproof happens every time, but it is certainly a less than or a more than 0 chance. It's the Umbra is one of those things where word and intent often has the ability to inform what is happening around you, and it's on that note. As they are speaking about fear, and are you afraid? The dark in the forest gets darker. You could swear that this little clearing that you're on is getting smaller, and that the brambles and the thorns are inching closer. Like the boughs of the trees are reaching down. It's starting to feel a little claustrophobic around you. Winona, with teeth, you're going to increase your rage by 1. As you feel a hot rush of moist, you would think it was wind if you didn't hear the accompanying growl coming from the woods.
You thought that little incarnation of me that Gorgon made out of water was bad. Even it could crush you with one flick of its jaws.
We need to move. We need to move right now. We need to move. We need to get going. We can't be here.
I'm hungry.
Great, don't you tell me twice?
Follow me then. I will just start walking or running towards the mountains.
Sure.
And
If anybody is like noticing Winona, she is wide-eyed, dead staring towards the forest as she is backpedaling first.
Now,
I'm going
you
to...
did have a question,
Yes.
Layla, so hit me with that before anything starts to get too far in motion.
What does it smell like here? As everything starts to kind of feel that claustrophobic and darker, what does it smell like?
It's strange knowing what a smell is. Being told what a smell is after you've experienced it, but not experiencing it again, but then hearing it after you, or smelling it rather, after you know what it is. It smells like cow's blood. It smells like gunpowder. It smells like the ozone created from electricity splitting the air.
Layla's eyes go pinprick and she grabs Winona from like around the waist and starts pulling her towards the direction that we're all heading.
Sure. And as you move, it is an easy trail to follow, as even looking behind you, Chester leaves silver footprints as he walks.
just a little note about the Umbra, at least that I've learned. We don't want to speak anything negative, lest the negativity comes into being. We don't want to think about anything negative, because all of that is felt. All of it. The spirits are around us, and we do not want to give them the easy prey.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, thank God I, had a healthy dose of euphoric agent Lincoln before we went in, right?
Um,
I'm trying to break the tension deliberately.
Yeah, there's still a cocktail of rage and fear in Winona. She's peeking over her shoulder, looking back, trying to keep an eye on where they had come from, and for as long as she can, the forest that she was seeing, and she's just gonna say towards kind of technically nobody in general, but more directly, like obviously towards Chester. How can spirits mimic other spirits here, or is that not a thing? Because we might have more trouble already than I initially thought.
Storyteller, how do I know that? I believe I've had experience with that before, so would I?
Sure, yeah. And again, from your tutelage with Reaches Through Time, there are many spirits capable of mimicry.
Spirits are amorphous. They're not always the same as you might think they are. And a lot of them, although not as powerful as the ones that we truly fear, can embody that visage. So let's just keep moving, keep calm, and in the worst case, we're all here together. Just follow the footsteps. We won't get lost.
Yeah.
It's at that point that you all hear.
Now, which one of y'all's had a vision?
Who said that? Who said that?
Snapping in the direction of that voice.
And you see sitting on top of a stump is a very small turtle.
You're not the great god Om, are you?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's in a book I read, Small Gods. Anyway, you're a turtle.
I am. Now, which one of you's done had a vision?
That would have been me, Turtle.
Well, are you trying to find the things you had in your vision? Or run away from 'em?
Some
Well,
are searching for something.
Well, what you looking for? Turtle might be able to help.
Turtle, I don't suppose you've seen old Wolf around, have you?
I've seen a lot of wolf spirits. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
The old Wolf of the Woods?
Oh, I haven't seen him in dog's age, no offense.
Don't take it.
How about the owner of this? And she's going to hold her arm up, showing the wristband that has Maddox's name on it.
Oh yeah, I see him right now.
Eh?
You're wearing it. You must be the owner.
I love this turtle.
Technically correct, which I guess is the best kind of correct, but I'm looking for the original owner, not me.
Couldn't help you there. I'm just a turtle.
There's a cairn of us, but not us, that strictly reside here in the Umbra. We were pointed in the direction that they were into that mountain, and is it possible for you to confirm that they were there?
I know
you
there
seen
was a
something like that?
cairn there, a Garu, a long time ago. But you got to understand, it takes me a while to get anywhere. And, it's been a real long time since I've been up to the top of a mountain. It takes me decades to get up there.
Decades, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little idea here, Turtle. Like, how about... Well, is there anywhere you're getting to or going to right now?
Well, I thought I might just sun myself on this stump for a while.
Ah, so you're content where you are right now.
If there's a better place to sun myself, it might be worth it. But I had to walk an awful long ways, and I prefer to swim.
No, that throws my little idea out the window then. Oh well. Let's think here though.
Alayla is actually not looking at Turtle. She's looking at their surroundings. And if anyone were to look at her, you can see she's standing still, but underneath her skin, her muscles are twitching and her eyes are still pinpricks. And she's trying to be calm, but you can see in like the tilt of her head that she's smelling something, and it's causing her distress. Her body is kind of posed as if she's ready to take off.
Which
Good
form
point.
are you in?
I believe I'm still in human form.
Winona will, seeing that this conversation is being handled by a little more professionals than her, she'll look to Alayla and kind of crouch next to her and just say, "Are you all right?"
Oh,
Do you,
smells bad.
do you see it too? Looking towards the forest in the distance now.
She's gonna look in that direction. Does she see anything?
You see a strange shifting forest. See the moon and the sun quickly moving in rapid succession through the sky. You see the
Oh, I
sky is
see that.
stricken with red bolts of lightning.
I see Umbra. It's what I smell. Smells like death.
I believe it. What I believe, and she's gonna say it's a little lower, almost a little nervous to say the name, but she's gonna say, I think Fenris is following us.
Cannot stay.
That's what I heard. Belt. From the woods. From the forest.
It's at that point, Winona, you hear it again in your ear.
Run, little rabbit. Run, run, run.
You hear him now.
Yes. In my mind.
Yes.
Well, one I was going to ask, is there any possibility that I have something on my person that would be a good turtle snack of some kind?
Turtles will eat just about anything, so...
True, fair enough. Well, in that case, what I would like to do, just like, here's a little suggestion, like, turtle. I'm going to leave this right here. It's like, I think maybe something we also have in this thing. Some type of, like, cracker, possibly. That kind of thing. Something really dry and biscuity. And it's just like, any chance you've seen anything big and nasty coming out of that mountain of late?
Oh man, I see a lot of things. Are you offering me chiminage right now? You giving me a gift?
Of course.
Well, I heartily accept.
And it starts to nibble on the cracker.
Oh, lovely.
And looks back up.
Other thing. Yeah.
So what you want in return?
Age?
Information?
Information would be great, actually.
All right. Well, I have been ostensibly plied.
Excellent.
Ask your
Ah.
questions.
I saw some things in my vision that did fill me with fear. Fear I know that will be used against us in this place. And I wish to know anything that you know about the following: a tree filled with bodies, a mountain with a hole in its heart, and in that mountain, something evil.
Well, there's a few things that could mean. You see, visions is often symbiotical, or so I've heard. And I think you could interpret that in many different ways. An old hanging tree, I mean, that could basically be an aphorism for the modern socio-economic justice system. But I think you're looking for something a little bit more concrete than that. There was an old town out in one of these hollers a long time ago, set up by folks what was talking like you. They called it Loch Henry.
Look, Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you say, here's what Yo's gonna do a little bit. He knows he won't be able to get like dates or names from if he does inquiries into this. But what he can say is that now, when you say they were talking like me, do you mean? And he'll switch to different Scottish accents. Were they talking a bit more like this, a bit more like a really Doric and musical East Coast? Basically trying to get who were these people that came?
Oh, yeah. All of them. I heard them all, I did.
Ah.
I liked
So that-
sunning myself on the banks of Loch Henry.
Look, Henry. What happened to them then?
Oh, it was a shame. During oh shoot, I think it's called the Civil War. During that
War between the states.
Oh yeah. Well, there was a battle up near Loch Henry where they was harboring some folks what had broken their chains and was making their way north, and the Confederates they found out. And, well, the gathering tree at the Loch Henry became a hanging tree for most of the people what lived there. But the folk what was fleeing their chains, they managed to escape them, but it took the whole town staying behind and holding the line.
Oh, that might be a rage check, actually.
I will allow you to increase your rage. If you like, I won't make you make a check.
Okay.
You know,
Has there been any
you're...
other places you've been, Shell, that you like to go sun yourself at?
Well, there's a few places I like to sun myself at, but the spirits haven't been right at Loch Henry ever since, so I don't go there no more.
What sort of spirit resides in Loch Henry? Is there any one spirit that holds dominance?
Oh, yes. Scorpions.
Scorpion.
drawn by the wish for vengeance of the people what was killed and hung unjustly for defending the freedom of another.
Thank you, Turtle.
No, if you're looking for that cairn up on top of that mountain, and Turtle kind of turns its head to you, Chester. If you manage to soothe the anger of Scorpion, Scorpion is one of the parts of Manticore. Having Scorpion's goodwill might get you much further with Manticore, who's known to be even more aggressive than Scorpion.
It's unfortunate, though, because all of us, werewolves. I kind of look at the rest of the pack. I don't think we're all strangers to vengeance in some way as well.
Speak for yourself.
I like to think of it as more justice.
Everybody loves to think of their vengeance as justice. It makes carrying out with it feel less dirty.
But he doesn't say anything.
Now, you said you
actually-
was looking for the hole in the heart of a mountain.
Aye.
Well, there's a lot of them around these parts. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. This is mining country, old son.
I believe in my vision, correct me if I'm wrong, storyteller, you mentioned something like a yellow wall coated with iron, or an iron wall coated with yellow paint.
That
trying to
was a
remember.
part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
Does that narrow
sounds
it down at all?
that sounds like you're talking about a place which still might have some equipment around it, and that narrows the list, but it certainly doesn't narrow it to one. You may be able to. Are you familiar with the Sept of the Awakening Eye in Charleston?
Yeah, I've actually done some work with them in the past.
Same.
You might be able to go to them and see if they know which mines in the area are still functional.
Okay. Thank you, Turtle.
Anything else?
You
You
also have a
have
look
Boudin?
to...
What's a boudin? As you sit it down for Turtle, it very slowly reaches out and nibbles it. I think I like boudin.
Oh,
Well, you might be
Oh.
the first, and you definitely won't be the last, Mr. Turtle. Do you just go by Turtle, or can I call you Franklin?
You could surely call me Franklin, but I'm not a capital T turtle. I'm just a lowercase t turtle. There's lots of us,
Understandable.
but I tell you what, you keep doing right by me, and maybe one day I'll introduce you to Big T yourself.
I imagine she
You
is,
gotta
imagine she enjoys her rest. Quite a busy woman.
She's been asleep for a very long time. Sad.
What's the term for that? Bruminating?
That's right, ruminating. Yeah.
Uh,
Her children,
Alayla,
her children were killed by the white man when they came to this country.
Alayla hears that, and though it's not specifically similar to her own story, there's something in that like makes her feel like she wants to leap out of her skin. She looks at Winona, having just reacted to the sound in her head, and she looks to the others, and it's almost in like a snap movement, and you can see her body kind of twitching. And she says to them, "As nice as this conversation is, we need to keep moving."
Oh,
I agree. Thank you for the information. But I think we do want to get out of this place.
Sure. Well, if you ever need a favor from Turtle ever again, you just just call. It might take me a while to mosey my way there, but I'll do what I can.
Thank you so much, Turtle.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Turtle.
Hmm.
Can I like scratch his shell? 'Cause I think that's for turtles. Is their little.
Sure. As you kind of run your fingers along the turtle shell, you see in the wake of your fingers touching it, where it was that sort of mottled brown-green that a turtle shell usually is, it ignites in an almost like opalescent, beautiful shimmering as you run your fingers over it. And Alayla, I won't even ask for a roll. You feel a presence nearby as Buddy runs his fingers over Turtle's shell. It's very ephemeral, you only see it for but a moment. But you see a man, a two legs. He has a piece, maybe armor, that hangs around his neck. Beads hold it together, bones laced together with string down his chest. You can see Garu glyphs have been carved into them. You see that he's wearing a headdress, and the back part that protects the back of his head is the shell of a turtle. And there are feathers which come out of the top.
I think at first she sees the two legs and there's like almost a growl, but then she starts to recognize all these other features, and she's looking curiously now at them.
You hear in your mind for just a brief second,
You are of our blood, snared by lightning. We did not all perish while you live.
Hello.
Find your brothers and sisters. For catches frogs is Garu.
and he
There's a little
melts
gasp from
into
her.
mist and moves deeper into the forest.
She almost follows. There's a little gasp that comes
Whoa.
from her.
Layla?
Whoa, Layla, what's going on, baby? You look like you've seen a ghost. I know we're in the place where ghosts are a thing, but still.
There's a low whimper that comes from her, and then at the sound of your guys' voice, she freezes.
I think Winona's going to put a hand on Alayla's shoulder and kind of just squeeze gently.
I left them behind. I left them behind.
This place is doing something to us. We need to go. We can't stay here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm on drugs, and y'all are acting in even more unstable fashion than me. Come on.
She's
Just
gonna
lead
just
the way,
start
Chef.
walking. Yeah, she's just gonna start walking.
Mon Capitan, please.
Alright, no more distractions. Or even then, let's just keep going. Let's just keep moving forward.
I think it's almost unconscious, but I think she goes from being human to her true lupine form, and you see her shift, and her ears are back, her tail hanging low.
Oh, no,
And
come on.
every so often there's a soft, mournful whine that comes from her. She's still following, still focused, but she's clearly in pain.
Can I attempt to give you some, like, head scratches? Assuming that is the affectionate thing.
Yeah, I mean, she won't stop you, but there is this, like, it's almost like she's not registering that you're touching her.
I know. It's better than nothing.
So, I need to know, my dear Garu, what's the plan? Where are we heading towards?
I'm trying to lead us out of the forest a little bit by heading towards the mountains, understanding that from the previous treks of in the Umbra, scenery just changes, and distance is kind of like an abstract concept. And knowing what this claustrophobia is doing with the pact, I attempt to, even though I'm moving forward, try to keep everybody as close as possible. So as I do so, I'll just kind of speed up a little bit, but also slow down and try to like be a little bit beside Layla and be a little bit besides Winona and whatnot, and not as necessarily ever breaching any subject, not saying anything, just with a purpose, kind of walking through. At the same time, I go over to Yosef and kind of like under my breath, do you think it's worth it to go and try to win favor from Scorpion?
Well, I know, like I'm not like a theurge, you know, like any time that I've ever like experienced like anything akin to visions, I usually used medicinal aids in order to make it happen, so as to separate them from my Garu nature a little bit, because as you know, I'm not exactly fond of that whole situation, but it seems the fates have really, really, really underpinned my need to go to Loch Henry. So, I mean, I won't be dumb enough to go solo and attempt to like talk to Scorpion, but I think I have to talk to Scorpion. If any of y'all want to come with, then, you know. I know that some of y'all have dealings with Manticore anyway.
We must stay together. So if you go, we all go.
Agreed.
Alright, just saying, it's going to be an ugly moment.
I think this is
How is it?
a necessary moment.
Like the Saints and the 69ers? The 49ers.
I mean, if we're going to go and confront, like, you Scorpion in a ground full of, based on what information Turtle gave us, the spirits of mad Scottish religious folk that helped defend, like, free enslaved black folk, and then got slaughtered by the Confederate Army for it, it's not going to be a fun time. It's not going to be a fun time.
I don't think any of us are here. No matter what's going to happen, it's not going to be a fun time.
I know. My meaning being that, like, we might have to prepare for the worst situation possible. I mean, I don't know about anything about Scorpion necessarily. Like, he's not.
Yosef,
My
you
apologies.
must understand.
Yeah, I don't deal with spirits as often as I should, but like.
Hey, you have to understand the fact that the five of us are here is already the worst outcome possible. Nothing can be worse than this.
So do we talk to Scorpion now, or do we proceed to the mountain?
I think if we need favor from Manticore, we should probably get every advantage we can.
Perhaps the purpose is
Okay.
to heal the wounds. Maybe
Once
that
we
is
get-
why we are here.
All right.
Once we get everything settled, I think if you want, Joseph, I can come with you. I mean, we'll all come with you, but if you want some assistance with it, you know, who better not than me?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a. Oh, no, I see your point. Like, are we gonna go now and then? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I may have forgotten from our previous part of the Chronicle. The sept that we're looking for is specifically sponsored by Manticore, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So, in other words, if we were to try and curry Manticore's favor by getting some favor from Scorpion first, we need to go right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go. Now, finding an old Scottish settlement in the Umbra. I
Intention.
think, yeah, intention's important. Like, so I guess I'm trying to like keep thinking. I mean, I maybe tell the story a little bit of how, if I haven't mentioned this, how like Fox brought me over, you know, the old mountains from when it was still connected to Appalachia. But I know that Scottish folk landing here are going to look for the place that most looks like home. So I'd be thinking, I'd be looking for a nice holler near a pristine deep loch, and yeah, it'd be somewhere I'd plant heather. That's probably the things I'm looking for.
So with that, as the SG, I feel the need to illuminate that you do not have to look for this place solely from the aspect of the Umbra. If you wish to cross back to the other side of the gauntlet, then Chester has the ritual now. That is, you are by no means locked in the Umbra as you would have been before Chester had learned this ritual.
That was
Shit,
the
do you
thing
want
that
to
I
do
was
this
about
real
to
say?
say.
Yeah.
That was what
Oh my god,
I
my bad. I assumed.
I was just like, it's something that we can do. We're not going to be able to do this in one trip. Seeing as how everybody is affected similarly this way. If we have something we need to do back in the material realm, we can go.
Does this hurt
Well,
you?
Not any more than anything else does. It's a sensation. Sensations pass. I don't have any... I don't feel it. There's no lasting consequences. It's fine.
if it's not going to tax you, then maybe we might want to investigate this from real space.
I think it's a good thing that we know how everybody's limits are in the Umbra, and we move on from there.
Well, shall we then?
Storyteller, if it is possible, could I invoke the ritual?
Sure. It will take about 10 minutes to prep, where I will give all of you a scene while you begin to gather the things that you need, make your glyphs, and I will give you the opportunity to describe all of that to us in due time. But for everyone else, if you would like to have a quick scene, now is the time.
I want to check on Layla.
She is staring middle distance.
And he has not really gotten as close to her, so he'll kind of get as close he would think would be safe. Hey, Cher, what are you seeing? You got some bad energy coming off of you.
Someone. 2 legs. That they're said of. I am of their bloodline.
So you have a relative.
I suppose.
That's a good thing, right? You know, family members and ties.
I left them behind.
Why do you say that?
She, for a moment, is silent and is staring. And almost as if she's not aware that it's happening, you see a tear fall down her cheek, cutting a track through her fur. She blinks.
My family. 2 legs took me. I was supposed to go back. Left them behind. And now, brother is Garu and alone.
He will, if he can, he will do like you do with some pups. You just kind of like embrace them, and he will say, "You didn't leave them behind, Chef. You just were gone for a while, but you can always go back to them. You have time, and they love you. I don't know if that helps. But you ever need a shoulder or some fur to cry on, I'm here for you. And I have Boudin, who don't like that.
Boudin is good. You leave people behind. Too.
Yes. You can actually be honest.
Hurts here.
And she puts her paw on your heart.
I left behind a lot more than you could think of. And somebody I cared about a great deal. But that's in the past. I'm here with my new family.
Family?
Yes, family. You are my family.
The fear that could be seen in her eyes before melts away. And she, very much like a wolf, goes underneath your head towards your neck and just kind of bumps under your chin. But it's definitely this moment of like protecting your neck. And she says, family.
Family.
As this is occurring, I think that since Chester is you're doing his thing, and you didn't want to interrupt the actual sorcerer with his amateur or one dot occult nonsense. Yosef's probably talking to Winona like, "Hey hen, how you doing?"
I'm okay. Well, as okay as can be. Her eyes just kind of darting towards the forest in general. I will say, while she's saying that, she's taking the guitar case off her back and kind of popping it open, since this is going to take a few minutes. And she's going to kind of kneel by it, laying the guitar in her lap and strumming a few notes and adjusting the tune.
But just bat on your back, face up and looking into the sky.
No, she's just kind of knelt down, back straight, looking towards the forest.
Oh, well, Yosef will lie down directly in front of you, staring up at the sky, and then nonchalantly just go into his coat, pull out a hit flask, your neck a little bit, and then just shove it upward as though to offer some.
She'll hesitate a moment, and then she'll take a quick swig. What is it? What's in that?
I don't know, it's whatever smoking barrel's been you handing me that's worthy of going into a flask, at least by his standards.
Yeah, it's white lightning. It's
fire.
Yeah,
it's moonshine, baby.
Good moonshine. Yeah.
So she takes that swig and she's just automatically.
All right. Burn's going down. That's the bit. That's how you know it's good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to take the edge off a little bit after that. And she's going to, now with the guitar properly attuned, I think she's definitely in a mindset of there's a lot going on and she's trying to combat anxiety. So she's going to play something that is really calming to her. And she's not going to sing, but she's going to start strumming along to an acoustic version of "Take on Me" by Aha, something that her dad taught her.
Oh yeah, Yosef will 100% be singing along to "Take on Me" and absolutely breaking at the high notes.
Storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know anything about that song?
Sure.
Oh god.
Your mind recalls to a car ride away from an Easter luncheon, going back to a rental home that had been kept by King's Brewery, the company that Jack worked for. Remember the song coming across the radio and you reaching to change it and him stopping you and saying that it was his favorite song?
Okay.
Listening to Yosef sing along, it's got a little smile cracking on her lips. The tone is a little more somber than the main, the original song actually would be. It's kind of hard to one-to-one that song on an acoustic guitar, but
yeah, I imagine.
She's doing her best to kind of try to keep tempo.
I want to say quickly with Layla, she's still around his neck. He would say in the lowest possible voice. He'd be like, "That was Jack's favorite song."
Her
And then he'll
kicks up.
tense up.
Yeah.
And then
Her
he'll
ear,
silence himself.
her ear kicks up, and you just feel the wet of her nose touch your chin, like she's nudging your face to look at her, and she just stares at you. And there is this. You've seen her do it before, where she looks into people's eyes
And it's like this sensation as if she's peeling back your cranium and digging through your brain. It's like you feel this sensation of like she's trying to get at the heart of the thing that has made you react this way.
To the words ringing in the back of your head as you conduct your ritual, Chester. Shying away, I'll be coming for you anyway. Tell us how you work this ritual to cross the gauntlet.
So, trigger warning, our storyteller already told us, or already made it so that it comes from a brown recluse. So I have to do something a little bit grotesque. But before then, I would like to point out that it is very easy for you to picture Chester kind of turned away and focused. But instead, during this entire ritual, he is more concerned about the people that he does it for. And he is actually directly kind of like looking at everybody and seeing how everybody's kind of reacting and moving. At first, he kind of walked aside, but turns around, and this quiet, kind of calm scene, singing and playing guitar in the Umbra and everything, is while that's happening, I'll just kind of, all right, here we go. It's just an illusion, just a trick. And then from his wrist, there's like a little bit of a scratch, and you can see the mandibles of a brown recluse kind of pierce through his skin slightly, as that itself kind of, as I kind of reach forward with my hands, is what draws the line down into the real world once more. The same venom that was used to give him the right of kind of the pact that gives him this right is the venom that is able to cut directly between the spirit world and the real world. We can go now.
Okay. She's gonna put the guitar up very carefully.
When we're all through,
Mm-hmm.
Alayla will sort of hop up onto her haunches and put a palm on, a paw on Chester, and the other paw on his arm that was, making the break in between the realms. And her head dips down, and where that scratch, where that mark is, her tongue comes down, and she just swipes over it as if she's kissing the wound.
It's just like a small line. Like,
yeah. She does that, and then she just looks at him. Again, that same sensation, like she's seeing through you. But she's like making sure you're okay.
superficial, like I said.
And with that, where you emerge back into Gaia's breath, you see that there's kind of a cliff edge that you're standing near. Looking down over it, it's only about 25 to maybe 28 feet down. There's forest around you. The sun is out. You would guess by the placement of the sun in the sky, or if any of you are carrying your watches or timepieces of any manner, it's a little after 3 in the afternoon.
She looks at him when he says that and says, "There's nothing superficial about you." And then she hops down and she starts to kind of pad towards just the perimeter of where they're at.
I was gonna ask, is this a location that we are familiar with? What are we like? Or did we just emerge at a random point somewhere in somewhere in the holler?
This is a different holler. You can immediately see by looking around and checking the where all the mountains are positioned. This is a different holler for sure. Where exactly you are could be anybody's guess. That is at least until you turn around and you see that there's a trail sign that then you see the trail that leads up to this overlook behind you that just has like rest area, quarter mile, hiking to the Devil's Bathtub, 5 miles. It seems that you've come out on the edge of some kind of large hiking trail.
Grand.
Easy to make our way then.
It's at that point you see someone come around the corner, jogging. They have a dog on a leash with them. They wave.
Yeah.
Their dog kind of barks at Alayla. They're like, no, Chachi, no, come on. Other dogs can be off a leash. You just misbehave when you do it. And they keep running off around the corner.
Alayla has a look of like profound disgust. There's a dog on a leash. She's like, hello? So you just see that like affront on her face.
This is a question I actually was going to ask. Are we going with the trope that like to wolves, domesticated dogs look like bloody body horror?
Yeah, well, at least to Alayla.
I mean, it's probably the first dog you've ever seen.
Yeah, Alayla she sees the echoes of wolf, right? Like, because that's what dogs are descended from, but then sees them on a leash, and that's what like fucks with her the most. But she's just like wide-eyed, looking affronted, and just like, what's that? And looking at you guys for an explanation.
Would it make it worse if the dog's breed was a Boston Bull Terrier?
She's several layers of upset and needs an explanation yesterday.
Listen, Lila, it's for as much their protection as it is love.
What?
I feel like there's a longer story here that needs to happen.
I don't understand two legs.
I mean, seriously, if it's a bull terrier, I don't understand it either. Really, like there's so many problems. It's just an irresponsible breed to manage. Really,
it's hard with skipping beats, and she just looks like a little scared. But once that passes, she kind of shakes it off.
Chester, if
really
you could,
nice.
Give me a. I'm gonna call this one wits and survival, if you could.
Layla, if we ever need you to go lupus in the city, we might need to bring a leash just in case.
You put a leash on me, you will not have a hand.
I don't.
Or
I would never put oil on you unwillingly. Understand?
It'll probably be best just to be in human form whenever we're in cities.
Yeah.
This can be a good thing. He's out loud.
I give him a knowing look.
Yeah, no, the second you say that, Winona's going to look at you and go,
You know where you are, Chester. You might have overshot where you wanted to be. But looking around, you've passed through here before. In fact, when you were going to Virginia Tech, you took a day trip here. This is Natural Chimneys Park and Campground in Virginia.
We're in Virginia. It's not far. I think I should know how to get us back. But I don't think we need to go through civilization or anything. I think it's probably easier to go through as little of it as possible.
That word civilization immediately makes you sort of realize that we're back in the real again. I take it on this hiking trail that I am not getting cell coverage.
It's limited. You might think that you could be decently close to a city. Maybe.
All right. Well, it might be worth. The other question I had, because I also forgot who is in charge of the Sept of the Wandering Eye at the moment.
The Sept of the Awakening Eye is
Awakening Eye, yeah. Sorry.
The leader of that Sept is Laughs at Leeches.
Laughs at Leeches. I forgot his name, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna tell Chester just that I'm gonna quickly try and call LOL if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Probably.
So,
Hey, this is the office of just Dunder and Mifflin? I don't know.
It's just like, hey, I need to talk with, and I'll give his non-Garu name just in case this is a random he's got on the phone.
You're asking for Simon Carlson.
Yes.
Why did you just call him by his government name? Jesus, man.
Because it's a phone, man! What do you think I'm gonna use?
Who is this? Hold on, who is this?
It's Joseph McCreek.
Oh shit, we thought you died.
No, bro.
Oh, well, hell yeah. I mean, good to hear that you're alive.
Yeah. I'll fill him in.
There was a rumor that the last job that they sent you on was like washing a leech's house, and then you just disappeared. We thought you got whacked by a leech, and that would have been amazing.
Yeah, after I burnt it down.
Well, we thought he burnt your body in the house or whatever.
No. I was doing some shit for Fox. I'm still technically am.
Oh shit. All right, well, hold on. I'll send you up to his office.
Cool. Swear to God, man, Glasswalkers, they only put the stoners in the phones. Why did they do that?
While this conversation is happening, Alayla is looking at Buddy and goes, "Humans put leashes on each other. Why?"
Weird.
Winona is zeroing in on this conversation.
Why?
We'll talk about that later.
It's a kink thing.
I don't know what that word means, but okay.
How do we explain sexual proclivity to a lupus-born werewolf?
And you hear in the phone, well, I mean, I would explain it by just saying it.
Oh, lol, good to hear you on.
Yeah. Joseph, you're alive. Great update. Would have liked that a few years ago. How's it going?
Yeah. Fine. I do need to apologize for my sudden disappearance. I literally got pulled straight into the Umbra and dumped in a hauler like somewhere by Fox.
Right. Par for the course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you need? Where are you?
Well, currently, me and another associate of yours, you are hiking a trail, you in Virginia, heading to, where is it, Devil's Bathtub?
Oh, you're at Natural Chimneys.
I'm Natural Chimneys,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, Natural Chimneys, yeah. But actually, it's something else I wanted to ask you about, your people, are able to, dig out stuff like building permits and, maybe, your ideas of natural mineral rights, your locations, that kind of shit. Yeah.
Sure. What do you need? And also, what are you willing to pay for it?
Well, I mean, I'm sure I could figure out something that I could do for you when I come back. I mean, if anything else, I don't know how long I'm going to be here necessarily, but I'm happy to consider it a favor owed.
Fair enough. What do you need?
I mean, unless you
to
want
look
something
up?
specific. Oh.
I mean, there are a few specific things I could use, but I'm not sure that you've got access. Just
Fair play. I mean, do you need anything offline done?
we can talk about it offline if you ever make it into the city.
I'll give a note of that. Well, anyway, what I need to know was about active and/or current mining or recently closed mining operations in, and I'll specify some areas that we might have narrowed it down to.
I'll tell you what, I will get a team on it, and I will get you that information as soon as I've got it.
Cheers, Last. You're an absolute legend, mate. Seriously.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I just really would have appreciated the heads up that you weren't dead sooner.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, I would have mentioned it if I weren't going through some wild shit here. Tell you what, I'll bring you a bottle of something nice as a way to smooth things over, in addition to a favor owed. How's that sound?
Maybe we'll talk about it later. I'm not worried about it.
Cool. Cool.
Anything else?
Anything else, Chester?
No, I think I'm good.
No, we're solid, but honestly, that just fine. Thank you so much.
What are you even doing out there?
I don't really know.
So a day tripper.
Yeah, certainly a tripper.
Right.
Low umber shit, definitely.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, if you need anything, just you've obviously still got my number that you haven't used in 4 years.
Yep, mea culpa about that.
All right. I will talk to you soon.
Right. Peace. Yeah, he's pissed off I didn't talk to him. What you can expect.
I didn't even know you knew him. I could have, passed on.
Oh
some
yeah, I used to
sort of
do
information.
wet work for the set of the Wandering Eye for like a long time. 4 years. Basically, they were who I got dumped to when I first learned I was Garu.
Well, that makes things easier then for us, so we don't have to worry about complete introductions.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's just absolutely furious that I didn't talk to him in that 4-year period.
Why didn't
What
you talk to
is-
him for 4 years?
Well, I'm in a complicated emotional state when it comes to that sept. Because on the one hand, they were all accommodating and let me know the basics about Garu existence and teaching me about how to interact with spirits, yada 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 yada. At the same time, my dedicated reasoning for that was to do a bunch of criminal activity that I previously never wanted to do before. I'd never done wet work for people before. I'd never killed anyone before. And they were very adamant about me doing that. Oh, yellow?
What is wet work?
Wet work is where two legs ask people to kill other two legs for reasons that are not simply survival.
Oh,
Yeah.
You murdered people?
I've
You a
certainly
contract
killed.
killer.
No. This, nothing like Leon Professional-esque. I certainly lit a few buildings on fire. That definitely happened. But the thing is, I'd only ever killed people that I killed when I had my first change. And then consciously killing people, that kind of came after the fact. But that's pretty much a normal part, apparently, of my Garu existence. So yeah, complex feelings with regards to those people.
Yeah, I'm just a messenger, so I've never had to do any of that.
Yeah. I mean, at first, I'd done, criminal activity when I was, young, before my first change, stealing cars, breaking into places, petty theft, that kind of thing. But yeah, those tech bro wolves, they don't fuck around.
more words I don't understand. And she's just gonna start moving, essentially inspecting the surroundings. She's looking for possible threats or even just clues or signs of things that may be helpful to us.
Sure. Go ahead and give me intelligence investigation. You can add your dot for horned serpent.
As she does that, could I just kind of noticing that she's being kind of looking around, it's a muted, how would I say this for you? It's technically a nature trail. That means safe enough for even two legs to be able to walk around, and we are safe here.
Nowhere is safe.
No, it's not. But we can be at a little bit of peace.
Step in success.
Tell me what exactly you're looking for.
I think at first she's looking for threat, but at Chester's word, her focus shifts to now she's looking for clues that would be helpful to our search for Scorpion.
As you search, Alayla, scenting the ground, smelling the fur of that dog, you catch a scent on one of these footprints. It smells, I want to use the term acrid, but a horned serpent leans into your ear unseen, and you hear his voice. Follow this smell. It will take you where you need to go. Trail the two-leg. Find Scorpion.
Her focus suddenly snaps into the direction that Two Legs walked off on, and I think she just lets out this low, it's almost like a whistle sound, but it's like a gather, a kind of follow me sound, but her movement never stops. She just starts trailing after. Her nose every once in a while dipping down to scent, and then eyes trailing like she's tracking footsteps. And she's going to follow after this Two Legs.
Whoa, Layla, you want to tell us where the hell you're going?
I want to scent. Shh. And she keeps going.
I didn't
Well,
say,
I
I
guess we
don't say
should-
anything, I just follow.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably
I
just
go
follow. That being said, storyteller, I am curious if after leaving the Umbra, if Winona still feels any of that presence of Fenris, or if it's gone for right now.
Not that you can detect. And with that, as you follow the Two Legs, you make your way down this hiking trail, all of you, around to a parking lot where you see they're loading the dog, and you see that there's a West Virginia license plate on the car as he gets in and begins to drive. And
Oh
that
god, we don't have a vehicle.
is where we are going to take our break. We'll see you all right on the other side, dear viewers.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, you little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Brother, long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watched before you. This eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
Well, welcome back, dear viewer. You might notice we're camera down, but we'll get to that in a minute. The car that this jogger was in starts, goes off, begins to drive away. What is everyone's plan? I'm going to start with Winona.
Well, we were following Alayla. So Winona's plan is to continue following Alayla, trusting her nose.
Buddy.
Does it look like the car is about to leave now?
It is driving out of the parking lot and up the road.
Is there a car here?
They were the only car in the parking lot, unfortunately.
Okay. Never mind. I can't do it then if they've already left or they're leaving. Yes, I can. Is there a rock around? And how far are they?
There
Distance-wise?
are certainly rocks around. It's a gravel parking lot. It's probably a I would say, from you to the car, 14 meters.
I would like to do a Hank Aaron special with a rock if I can find one big enough.
I'm going to go ahead and say, give me a strength athletics. Yosef.
Well, I was gonna say, could I attempt to make a note of the plate?
Sure. Yeah. You can still see it. It's a West Virginia plate.
Okay, grand. So, yeah, make, model, like, that kind of thing. Like, just get that information, and assume that it's around that time that the rock is gonna go flying.
Yeah. It's a kind of pale yellow Pontiac Sunfire. What's the result of your roll, buddy?
Teeth.
Okay. Noted.
Oh, God.
I'll get to that in just a second. Alayla, what's your plan?
I'm running after the car.
Okay, so
Take
as
off
Alayla
after.
starts off, buddy, there's this surge inside of you. Maybe it's you just thought about Jack again, and you just absolutely huck this stone as it breaks through the back window. It is going to hit this guy, and I'm going to see how many levels of damage it's going to do here. It's an improvised weapon. You rolled teeth. You huck it, and you fully knock him unconscious.
What? Does the car...
The car veers and then hits the gate post. To the gate. The airbag inflates.
Oh! I turned to Bob's like, why the fuck would you do that?
I go towards the car.
Oh, Yosef too, just to make sure the driver is
booking it.
Sure. And as you all run to the vehicle, anybody with dots in medicine can give me a wits in medicine.
I got a total of 6 for that. I've also, at this point though, I'll be on 4 rage. I'll make a note of that.
Oh, this is true.
God damn it, buddy! 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 successes. No teeth.
5 successes total, no teeth. He's breathing. He is certainly unconscious. The wound from his head is... It looks like the rock kind of hit him right in the backside of the temple there. It's definitely bleeding. The airbag is broken his nose.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. Like well, first of all, we're gonna get him in a recovery position. I think I know how to do that on 2 medicine. Like, yeah. Like, and just that you. I'll say to Winona because I'm still furious at you. Like, you know, and just like I'll turn to Winona and be like, "Can you look in the car, maybe the boot for like maybe like a med kit or like some kind of wee little one of those little emergency first aid things? Sometimes they have these. I don't know."
I will
Sure.
say, as you begin pulling out of him, the dog in the back seat begins to bark at you pretty furiously.
Alayla will let out a furious growl at the dog, essentially saying, "Shut up."
Charisma intimidation, please. Winona, you are looking in the back seat in the trunk.
I'll look through the whole fucking car if necessary. Yeah.
Sure. There is a small med kit in the trunk. It doesn't look like it's huge, but you might have enough to get the job done here.
Even if it's
She's
just
gonna
like
go over.
some, yeah, even if it's just like some antiseptic and like maybe like an adhesive bandage, just anything.
Sure.
Teeth.
Teeth.
Oh.
Snared by lightning as you growl and huff. The rage catches in your chest, and you lunge into the glass and shatter the glass in your muzzle, and you are going to take 2 levels of superficial damage as the dog promptly urinates and cowls in the corner.
Alright. Yosef, like abusing that, just turns to the pair of you, just like, would the pair of you calm the fuck down?
It's at that point as you're going through the med kit. There is antiseptic. There are some butterfly bandages that are going to help here. It's as you put the antiseptic on, his eyes kind of flutter open.
Hey, you with us? You with us?
Yeah. Hey, you were back on the trail. Oh.
Yeah,
Careful, you probably have a
where?
concussion.
Yeah, you took a real knock to the head. Like, we don't know what happened there.
Is somebody call an ambulance?
I'm going to, despite fucking my face up a bit, I'm going to go over to the other side of the car, and I'm going to slash into the tire so it flattens.
Sure. Easily enough done.
He is essentially covering for her friend, for her pack mate. This guy just got into a car accident.
Okay, yeah. So, in that case, just like, yeah, call an ambulance might be an idea. Do we know how far we are from, like, a near city?
Are you asking if you know, or are you asking this out
Oh.
loud?
I think that, I would ask, like, Chester, since... Oh, but Chester's not here, of course. So, in fact, where
It
is
is
Chester?
at that point that you turn and look and you don't see Chester anywhere.
Oh. Bloody great. Just what we need. Okay. This is gonna sound really, really like you're silly asking the concussed man, but like you don't happen to know where we are exactly, friend, do you?
Yeah, this is Mount Solon. The nearest city's Harrisonburg.
How many miles is that roughly?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have asked. Like basically, I'm gonna
You have
prop
a
him on
phone?
a tree, okay?
Yeah, it's in the console.
Winona's gonna go get the phone.
You reach into the center console. The phone screen's cracked, but it is functional. You hold it up to his face for the face ID.
Sure.
Yep, that's definitely it's definitely the idea here actually. So basically, I'm gonna be like, no, we're gonna phone an ambulance, and then we are gonna have to head because I'm not sure you can tell by the accent, but I'm not documented.
Layla is going to, like, she steps forward. Of course, she's in her wolf form, and she is going to sniff this person.
You don't catch the smell until you get down to his sneakers. The dirt in them has that acrid smell.
Ask him where he was just now.
So, incidentally, I know that I can understand the primal tongue. What does it sound like to humans?
Growling and barking and things of that nature.
Alright, so Yosef is going to turn to Layla because he needs to pretend that she's an ordinary dog that he's not going to mistake for like a wolf, and be like, no, not now, girl, down. But he'll be like nodding, like, okay, I got you. Like, so essentially, like, he will turn to this person, being like, you know, alright, okay, like, I'll make sure we got an ambulance on the way first. How bad is he, incidentally?
With the amount of successes that you got in medicine, he certainly looks concussed. He has a broken nose. He took a direct hit to the temple with a rock. He's pretty fucked up. You would say he's out of the weeds for it being life-threatening by this point?
If you want to ask him some questions, I'll call the ambulance.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, friend, I'm just gonna keep talking to you so that you're gonna keep with us. Okay, you got a pretty bad concussion there.
Yeah, okay.
What's your name? What's your name, friend?
Tyson. Tyson Tingley.
Tyson Tinley. Good to meet you. I'm Joel McLean.
Joel.
Yeah, like Joel
from
McLean.
The Last of Us. Got it.
Yeah, like look for the later, which he hates the Fireflies. I've not finished the first one yet, actually. It's kind of the reason why I'm not watching it.
Okay.
She like growls out, Yosef.
She's like, girl, I know you're hungry. Don't worry, I will get the water that you need soon.
That's a good dog. That's a good dog.
Yeah, she's an Irish wolfhound. You can tell by how wolfish she looks.
Is Chachi okay?
Oh yeah, dude, Chachi's fine actually. He did make a little mess in the back of the car, but honestly, I think that's the least of your worries with regard to the car. Yeah. So tell me, like, what were you doing on the hit? Were you just hiking the trail? Where'd you get to? Tell me about the hike.
I just got off work and decided to come to hike this trail. It wasn't a very long drive, so...
Incidentally, is he wearing what appear to be work clothes, or is he wearing, like, particularly hiking clothes?
He's wearing hiking clothes, but you can see that there are clothes in the back seat.
Okay. Where did you spot anywhere interesting when you were doing that hike? Like, come across something interesting?
No, Chachi found a raccoon, but we just kept running.
Chachi found a raccoon. Cool. Chachi found a raccoon. I can know that. Okay. So essentially, he's just going to try and ask seemingly superfluous questions until he gets to anything that might explain about his boots. Under the guise of I'm talking to you to keep you conscious, kind of vibe.
Sure, we'll get to that in a moment. Winona, you were calling the ambulance.
While I'm making the call, there is something that I want to do because we are in a parking lot. We're in this is a well-known park, right? Yeah. It's kind of occurring to her, as somebody who's busked and gone around. You got to be cautious at times to not get caught, and especially when you're sleeping in places like this. Are there any cameras in this area?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay. Good, hopefully.
Does the smell carry to his work clothes?
Yes.
Alayla snatches the shirt and just kind of walks it over to
It's
Buddy.
more of a kind of like light overcoat more than anything. It's kind of the inner lining is kind of a light plastic. The outer lining seems to be some kind of waterproof material, but it does all have this kind of smell.
Yeah, she will bring it over to Buddy and had a same smell. Where's it from? My old answers.
Okay.
And as you check it out, what you find is a worker's badge for the West Virginia State Historical Society with his name on it. and the division marker under it says Archaeology and Recovery.
It's a busy little bee.
And with that conjoining information, eventually, Yosef, you get around to asking him where he has been working. Just
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
I'm an archaeologist, historian.
Oh, really? Like any particular specialism?
I've been working a lot of projects from the Civil War era.
Oh, really? That's fascinating, actually, because we were actually trying to look for somewhere we heard a record of, Palomine. I was asking Palomine about history of Scottish migrations here into Appalachia. They mentioned a place called Loch Henry. I suppose you heard of that.
Yeah, it's one of the spots that we're trying to dig something up to get at historical preservation stuff. Because
So you know
mining
so you know where it is?
company wants to buy the land that it's on a tract for.
Oh, so you're there determining if there's anything of that needs to be protected, so whether or not they can essentially come in and chop the whole thing up.
Yeah.
You been there yet then?
Yeah, I was just working it. It's on the near side of Circleville, but before you hit Oak Grove.
Ah, it's interesting to know. Excellent. I was hoping to trace an ancestor there, so it'd be nice to see it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Hey. Come
Yep,
now. Chill.
Yeah. I'm awake, Mr. Spock.
Is there a water bottle in his truck?
Not currently. However, we will pan back because he drank it all on the hike, unfortunately. But we will pan back really quickly to Winona making the call as the dispatcher picks up. 911, what's your emergency?
Hey, I'd like to report an accident down by wow, what was the park's name again?
Natural Chimneys.
Natural chimneys.
Natural Chimneys.
Okay.
Saw someone wreck, and the guy's kind of barely conscious right now.
Are you speaking with them?
Friend of mine is, yes.
Okay, we have an ambulance en route. I'm just gonna need you to stay on the line with me until the ambulance gets there, okay? How's he looking? Where is he bleeding?
Is he bleeding though? Can I see if he's actually bleeding?
Oh yeah,
So-
his nose is still bleeding. His head has been bandaged, but you can see that there's blood welling beneath the bandage.
Joseph will say in a somewhat American accent, just mention that he's concussed.
We believe he has a concussion. He's bleeding through from his nose and a portion of his head. We are currently administering first aid as best we can.
That's great. You've certainly given him an edge up. This is wonderful. And then you start to hear the phone crackle. You hear, now what's this?
What? Who is this?
Hey, I'm just here to help. You can call me the Piper.
The Piper.
Yeah. And needless to say, probably wouldn't do a bunch of werewolves any good to be waiting there when the ambulance shows up, huh?
That wasn't the intent.
Well, how about I just work a little trick and you owe me one?
I don't like owing anybody that I can't see.
Anybody? I don't have a body, so can I be anybody?
Your spirit?
I wouldn't be reaching out to help if I wasn't.
What kind of spirit are you?
I already told you I'm the Piper.
The Piper. she says loud,
Yeah.
looking towards her companions.
I mean, I could just as easily hop off this call and you could deal with the ambulance and then there being a record of you, or I could just scrub every record of this call and still get the ambulance there. It's really your choice.
What's up, Yosef?
Just like, so essentially, just like I'm like entering the mouse, just like werewolf shit.
Winona's just kind of.
Oh, come on.
listen,
You're the
you're-
Arun.
you're
You
it.
can make decisions, can't you?
We definitely can't have a record of this. That's correct.
Yeah. I wonder.
So what
who
would I
might
owe
be
you?
looking for records of Winona Keene.
Winona is audibly growling.
Sorry. So why don't you just set the phone down? And I'll keep having her talk to whatever Trojan horse of a program I want her to talk to, and then I'll catch up with you later. Sound good?
Fine.
I look forward to working with you. Fights to the last.
And she's going to place the phone down on the trunk of the car.
And the static from it is audible for all of you, even as Winona sits the phone down. It's a loud static.
Right, we're
A spirit.
tying the. Okay, there you go.
The spirit just took over the phone call.
Right.
Spirit.
Okay.
We need to go now.
Knew both my names.
Oh, that's bloody great, isn't it?
I
Okay.
just start like grabbing the back of Yosef's shirt and tugging on him.
Hey, impatience, first and foremost. Like, I'm tying that dog to the tree next to the man, just like, it's like, all right, ambulance is on its way. Like, I've got your dog's right here next to you, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, good man. Like, and like, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Okay, like, so, yeah, like, we will bounce, and then once we're out of earshot of him, like, maybe he's concussed, thank God, so hopefully he didn't pick up in the latter half of that portion of the conversation. But Yosef will turn to Winona and being like, so you made a deal with the spirit off the phone. Is that what happened?
Sort of. It's dealing with it, so we have no records of this, but I made no
I mean, that's the thing.
exact promise.
We gave the man a false name. We gave a plausible explanation for what happened. He's concussed. We probably weren't going to be here when the ambulance turned up anyway. You still made the safe bet, just accepting what it did.
There would have been a record of the call regardless.
Yeah, there would have been a record from the call coming from the man's phone.
Yeah, with my voice.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Your voice, that is a reason enough to be suspicious. Fair enough. Like, I'm just saying, like, next time round we can probably try and, not assume that it's got the total upper hand. But the bed's been made. It's fine. I'm not going to get any angrier because if I do, we're going to have fucking problems.
We need to
And with
leave
that actually-
now.
Yeah, come on.
As we go, sort of back towards the woods, Alayla will look at Yosef and will say, "You are a wolf. You cannot be angry every time bad thing happens to two legs. Especially when they cause most of the problems we fight."
Was just taking his dog on a hike and then Billy decided to roll a rock at him with the speed of a goddamn softball. I have a right to be angry about that.
But I don't think Buddy's intention was to hurt the man.
And
If it
as
wasn't
you
his
run,
intention to hurt the man, maybe he shouldn't have thrown a fucking stone.
as you run into the woods, having this argument, I must ask. Do you all keep your two-leg forms? Or do you plan on making this journey on four legs?
Winona, the second that we're clear of the man potentially looking at us and seeing this and getting terrified, is going to take Lupus form.
Layla was already in her lupus form, but she's going to look at the others and essentially tell them, change now. Too
Yusef
slow
sticks up
on
his
two
middle finger.
legs. Too slow on two legs. Must go faster. Change.
Where's Chester?
I don't know.
I don't know. But
Gonna sniff the air. Is there any scent?
I think the most apparent thing is that there is no scent of him. For all intents and purposes, Chester may never have been here.
Just something more to figure out later.
It will come back. It will come back.
Before Buddy shifts unwillingly, what does the sky look like, storyteller?
The sky behind you seems clear, but as you look to the northwest, there are thunderclouds on the horizon.
would they happen to be in the direction of where we're going?
Well, for that, I would need someone to make me. I will take wits and intelligence, whichever is higher, and I will take streetwise or survival, whichever is higher.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll do wit streetwise for a total of 6.
I'll do it.
4 of which will be with rage.
I'm going to do intelligence and survival.
I'll do wits and streetwise.
That's a total of 4 successes from me, storyteller.
1, 4. 2 4s, a 3 and 1. Buddy, you know with 1 success, that storm that you see on the horizon is a summer storm. It'll hit hard, it'll hit fast, and it will dissipate. For Alayla, with the scent of that acrid dirt in your nose, as the wind blows from that direction, you get just the slightest whiff. It will be a long journey to get there, but you can smell it. You can follow your nose. And for Yosef and Winona, you spent a lot of time looking at a lot of maps while you were at the Sept of the Awakening Eye, Yosef. And why Circleville and Oak Grove pop out in your memory is because you were being told about the pipeline that is the 81 and the 64, 2 highways that move up and down the edge of both of these places. These places being Virginia and West Virginia. That pipeline goes.
Spirit what you talk to there, Winona?
The Piper.
No.
That's all they said.
The 64 runs all the way from the coast of Virginia Beach through Charleston and across most of the United States. So you were looking at that from the aspect of there was rumors that there were a lot of leeches coming in from Richmond into Charleston. So that area was a place that you had had your eyes on for a while.
So we're potentially walking into an area with high leech activity.
Or at least along the corridor that they use to traffic themselves.
Huh.
Then as for Winona, who's also spent a lot of time looking at maps, but from the aspect of being the person that moves around, you can't recall why you stopped in the area a long time ago. Why you stopped in the Oak Grove, Franklin area. but it's surely a largely mountainous region, and you do recall that there is a nature preserve in that area that has a lake on it that's very far back and off the trail, called North Fork Mountain.
And carries that way.
All right. I did some work. When I was still doing work for the Steps of the Awakening Eye. This was Leech Country, so we might want to be careful.
There is an area with a lake that I know of from my previous travels around these parts. What was it called? I'm sorry.
It's off the trails of North Fork Mountain.
Off the trails of North Fork Mountain. Yeah.
You think you can get us there as a starting point?
Could I?
You'd have to, get to a car eventually, as that was the way that you traveled. You're not used to this traveling off-road thing, but maybe between you and Alayla's nose and Buddy's ability to read the sky and Yosef's general knowledge of the highway corridors, you certainly have a better chance than most people at trying to locate something that isn't on any map.
I would need help. Otherwise, unless we want to get a car. If we can get a car, I can drive us there. But
if we can find a car, I'll get us a car.
Just use 4 legs. It's faster that way.
It's
It
not
depends.
always faster.
it'll take time still for us to find. We can do it. I just it would be quicker for me if we got a car to find a place. So it depends.
Well, rather than diverting... Yeah, I was going to say. Well, rather than you necessarily going to the sideshow trying to find a vehicle to get there, we could just attempt to go there on foot. It might take longer, but...
I feel bad, guys.
Not gonna lie, you should.
Why do you feel bad?
It was my intention to call someone to get in a wreck.
That's what matters.
What happened. He's okay, or is going to be okay. There's an ambulance on the way. I hate to say it, but there's no time to dwell on this right now.
I'll save my talking to. I'll save my talking to for when we're back at the hauler. How's that sound?
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I will say that was one hell of a shot, though. I ain't did nothing like that since I was a kid. Let's find a car.
Okay, let's find a car. I don't know, maybe there's a roadhouse somewhere nearby.
Alayla is not thrilled at this. She remains in her wolf form and running through the woods for the direction that we need to go. If I don't know if that follows along a highway or what, but she remains in the woods.
There are roads and fields that you run through. This is a very rural area. However,
I would say if we come across a car, we can take it, but if not, just walk.
as you head in that direction, you are passing through small towns. Now it is daytime. If you want to steal a vehicle, as you move through these small rural towns, I will say getting to these towns on 2 legs, it's going to take you a long time. But if you're using 4 legs until you get to these small towns, it's going to cut your travel time drastically.
How many hours of daylight have we got left?
It's a little after 3 in the afternoon.
So, and it's what season at the moment in Appalachia?
It is summer.
Oh, so we're not going to be getting daylight until like 9, 10, even late 11 o'clock.
Yeah, usually the sun is going to go down around 9:30, 10.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, certainly we might need to attempt a bit of daylight robbery then.
Every so often, because she can feel like to keep the pack together, she has to move slower because Yosef refuses to go into four legs. So every so often as we're traveling, she bumps her head into the back of his leg and just keeps saying shift, change.
Do that one more time, see what happens.
There is an absolutely wolfish smile that appears on her face, and she fully fucking bumps his legs so that he trips and falls.
You know what I do in response to that?
I would first like a dex and athletics from both of you.
Yes, sir.
I'm
She's
not getting good at
absolutely
dex
goading
athletics.
him. She's absolutely goading him.
You're not gonna like what comes next.
With purpose. Let me be clear. She's goading him with purpose.
By the way, this is a pool of 3, so this is all rage.
Sure.
I would say the second, because this is friggin' plainly obvious, yeah?
Yeah, she's absolutely, like, especially when she smiles, like, it's giving very much the energy of her bullying him a little bit here. She's like trying to get him to stop this thing he's doing.
What did you
You're
do?
not gonna like what. So that was a 3 dice pool. That was 2 successes, with 3 successes, one of which is teeth.
All I need to know is teeth.
3 successes.
3 successes.
I will say that the second she hears this, Winona is turning around and snapping her maw and saying, "We don't have time for this."
Needs to get over it.
So what's gonna happen here is that Alayla, as you tangle up Yosef's feet, and Yosef, you go to catch yourself. Will you make me a single rage check?
I'm on 4. So this is going to be scary. Okay, I don't think my rage goes up.
Okay, so did you roll a success or a failure?
I rolled a 6, which is a success.
Okay. So your rage...
So I'm not going crying off, thank God.
Well, you don't lose rage. As you unconsciously shift into Glabro form as you're getting ready to go down, plant one hand down and grab the back of Alayla's neck and drag her up to your face.
She's staring at him.
Here's what I do. If possible, I'd like to recompose myself and shift back to Homid.
Give me a rage check.
That is also a pass on a 7.
Okay, so you do not lose any rage. As you feel your body fight you for the first time in a long time since you were newly changed and doing fresh wet work, your body fights back. But you manage to assert your will and return to your Homid form.
Right. I drop Layla from like in the scruff of her neck, make a deliberate show of dusting myself off, look her straight in the eye, and I would like to use the stare down ability and just tell her, sit.
Let's look at that gift really quick. All right, stare down. I'm going to need a rage check.
All right. 9.
Okay, so you do not lose any rage.
I almost wanted to. Right.
And that will be your charisma and honor, Yosef, versus your composure and resolve, Alayla.
4.
4 success.
Oh, interesting. Also 4.
Now, this is where I usually say in other games, meets beats in favor of the aggressor. However, what I'm going to say here is that you at least feel the weight and are given a moment of pause, Alayla. You are not forced to sit, but you can also not move closer to Yosef in this moment until he breaks eye contact.
She pauses, in feeling that and looks at him and says, "We're scared. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I'm
Certainly
not
not for what
scared.
you are.
I'm angry.
We're all angry. We're always angry. The more you deny what you are, the worse it'll get. And that will get
I'm no
more
longer-
people killed.
I'm no longer in denial. I refuse to do it because it's fucking disgusting.
So you are self-loathing.
Yeah.
Winona would like to step up and say, "Am I gonna have to get between you two right now? Are we doing this right now?" And she's looking to Yosef as she says that.
You
No.
will be the death of you and the pack. The more you hate yourself, because you will give them an in. And when she says them, it is that thing we fight, the Wyrm. And she knows that he's already kind of brushed up against some of that. It's then that I think Yosef will realize her intent. Her intent is like, face this thing and overcome it, so it's no longer your weakness.
I don't think Yosef sees refusing to bend as weakness.
As you
But-
stand in this copse of woods, there's a small, like maybe irrigation pond that you can see outside of there. And you can also see a decently large house. There are a few little garages and barns attached. But you see an old, probably maybe late 70s, early 80s model red Ford pickup truck sitting just over the fence.
Oh, Hosanna. Oh, Hosanna. That's just what we need. Okay.
She
Right.
will she'll bump into his palm really quick. She'll just little nudge with his palm. And you see in her eyes warmth and understanding. And what she'll say before we go to this truck is, I am not trying to hurt you. And I'm not trying to command you. I'm trying to help you.
Well, you're doing a bad job of it. And he will keep an ear out like you against the fence to see if there's any sign of activity. But he's plainly trying to ignore Layla. He's trying to basically treat her as he would a yappy dog. And making that point very clear.
Sure.
Layla doesn't push any further, but there is a look that she gives the others that is very much, this is an issue. This is a problem and it needs to be fixed.
And as the pack approaches this truck, I need to know what everybody's plan is.
Well, I assume
first thing
Winona's gonna drive.
I will simply be like, look out, make sure that no mortals catch them in the act.
Me too.
Sure.
I'll be there to help.
Grant.
Wits and awareness from both of you. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if they're on lookout duty, which is perfectly fine because it means I can do my thing, I was going to hop the fence and then see if I can, if it's an old 90s to 80s style link, just mostly shimmy down the window and then try and hotwire the car.
Sure. Give me a. I think since this is a older model vehicle, I think I'm going to ask for Dex and larceny rather than wits and larceny.
Dex and larceny. Oh, that's definitely cutting the pool down. Okay, that brings it to a total of 3.
Any way I can help with this?
Oh, please say yes.
If you would like to help, I will say you can have a 2 dice bonus to this pool. Yosef.
Oh, thank God, I'll be able to roll something that isn't rage.
Or a
And it turned out good. 4 successes.
Sure. Easily enough done. Now for the wits and awareness rolls. 4. Teeth. Okay.
I don't know how.
Y'all messy. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, what do you want? We're a bunch of cuss words. What do you want from
Yeah,
us?
it's perfect. So as you maintain your watch, you see that there's movement inside the house. And then the back screen door opens, and a child, maybe 11, maybe 12. A young girl comes running out the back with a butterfly net and is beginning to chase butterflies in the backyard. And buddy, you're gonna increase your rage by 1 for your teeth. But the girl goes to look over at Alayla, and you snap very quickly, wrapping your maw around the back of her neck and dragging her down so as not to scare this kid. Alayla, you're going to take another level of superficial damage as you are dragged down hard into the dirt. But you do succeed in getting Alayla down before she can see you, and you just watch this little girl play in the yard, buddy. And it reminds you of what Jack told you, that this could have been your life. A house, a daughter, a yard to play in. And something
Layla.
just like this for you.
Alayla's on the ground, but she twists herself, and I think she sees the look on his face. She just puts a hand over his heart, or rather a paw over his heart.
You'll actually see him like start to cry a bit, but he'll like.
And as per the larceny, Yosef, you begin to, take something out of your pockets, whether it be a bobby pin or a screwdriver or whatever you got to do to open the door lock. And you're having a bit of a time with it, at least till Winona, you kind of crouch down with some of the extra cloth from your flannel vest. You put it up against the corner of the door and just elbow it hard. And that manages to pop it in a way that you can just turn the screwdriver and the bobby pin and unlock the door.
I would say as she does that, she just does a very unenthusiastic "Hey."
Yeah, at that point, I'll be jimming open the drive mechanism so I can get. I mean, this is not the first time Yosef has hotwired a car.
Sure. However, Yosef, you feel a little tickle on the back of your neck. It's Rat. You hear Rat's voice in your ear. Hey, check the fucking glove box, you goof.
Ah.
And as you check the glove box, there's the keys and a pair of leather driving gloves and a photo.
Oh.
You see, it's black and white, so it's certainly an old photo. You see an older man with his arm wrapped around a woman probably his age. Her belly is swollen with child. And it looks like the field behind you is in this picture.
Ah. Right. Now, is there any other important personal items that might be in this glove box?
Not that you can see.
Wallet?
Nope.
Okay, well, Yosef's just like, shit. He pulls out any petty cash he might have on himself, even if it's just like 220s or something really, really dumb. He's gonna scroll on the back of the photo, assuming there's no inscription there already, just the words "sorry," and he's gonna make sure that that's under a rock nearby the car before he pulls it out with Winona.
Sure. There is an inscription on the back. It says, Dave and Betty bought the property, 1943.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, I was still right. Apologies. Like, you and then make sure I've left that.
Sure. And you start the car. Surprisingly enough, it runs even in the state of rust and decay that it's in.
This is a well-loved machine.
We should go now, though, if they're going to keep the car running.
As it starts, the
Yeah,
little girl does turn to look, and this is the first time you see her. You've been playing with Jimmy and around the car. And she turns and looks, and she freezes for a moment, giving you all a moment to act.
I have a
Winona's just
question for
gonna
you, storyteller.
Sure.
How
Okay.
much faster than a car can I run?
Depends on for how long you're talking.
Okay, because this is the intention. To just start taking off in the direction that we need to go, because I know me and Buddy are in our lupus forms, and then to eventually catch up and then hop into the bed of this truck. You know what I mean? Like let them get the head start and then jump into the.
Yeah, I'd say by the time they get to the road, you could jump into the back for sure, because it's a
Okay.
little bit of a long drive.
So here's what she's gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
She's going to not like run menacingly, but just kind of jog over to the little girl and put her head down as if like you can pet me sort of thing to distract the little girl, like almost like play with her.
She immediately screams and starts to run away.
Amazing.
you're a
I will
wolf.
start running towards the car. That's fine. That's
Perfect.
fine. She's distracted. The goal was to distract.
And you
was gonna
certainly
say-
accomplished it.
Dang.
Okay, all aboard!
Yeah.
Yep,
And
yep, yep.
as you run and jump in and peel off down the lane, I'm going to make one roll as there's going to be a very haphazard shotgun shot levied at the back of the car.
Not.
I'm not gonna give it to him with one success. The gun goes off. You hear the ricochet off the bed of the truck,
I could have talked that girl down, I swear to God.
and then
So-
you begin
Oh.
to head out on the road.
Hey, so what's a PTSD role in this game?
That's a great
Shotgun
question.
just went off, Avery.
Yeah, you're so
You
right.
tell
Potion
me.
resolve,
You're
surely.
so right. Yeah, I'm gonna say potion resolve.
Okay. You could just put a set of teeth because young girl got teeth. 6 die and I got a teeth. Dice
Heard.
for what?
So as you drive, you're going through small towns with names like Montezuma, Ottovine, Clover Hill, Raleigh Springs, Brandywine. All of these town signs flash in this montage of driving. It's only 28 miles before you need to stop in the nearest town, which is Circleville. Small town in the mountains. You can head back Linlick Hollow Road, and that'll get you as close as you need to be.
One thing I will definitely done if we had any opportunity to stop between our getting there, essentially once we were out of shotgun range, 1000% I think bone nor trick when stealing vehicles is if you can find a place where there's a couple of cars like your spare, even if it's just like outside a diner or something, to switch the plates.
Sure. Easily enough done. I'm not going to require... You already made a very good larceny check for me. I'm not going to require another one.
Mwah, beautiful. Okay. In that case, yeah. So Circleville. What sort of place is Circleville?
It's a small town. It's barely has an elementary school and a high school. There's a restaurant, Presbyterian church. There's a custom drapery shop and a Sunoco.
I don't know the outcome of these teeth, but I'll tell you, you hear whining hyperventilation coming from Alayla in the bed of the truck.
I will say, as soon as the speed limit comes down as you come into Circleville, where that teeth is going to come into play is you can't hold it together anymore, Alayla. Speed limit being 35 as it is, you leap from the back of the truck and begin running off towards the woods.
Oh God. Can one you check on her, please?
So you guys would have heard that wheezing, hyperventilating coming from her, and then she bounds off into the woods.
And again, jumping out of a truck bed at 35 miles per hour onto wolf feet, you're going to take another 3 levels of superficial damage.
Oh, I'm out then.
Oh, God.
That takes you into ag?
It would take me into ag.
Okay. So you're not unconscious, you're just impaired.
Yeah. So I would be left with, I would end up with, I have 1 ag. So I'm in 1 ag territory.
Okay. Right. Stop in the car.
Winona, stop.
She'll stop.
And I think where we will end this session is pulling over the car outside of Jeannie's Custom Draperies. A little storefront out of somebody's home. Pulling the car over and watching Snared by Lightning disappear over the ridge and into the woods. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, dear viewers, for staying on with us. Have a good time zone, and we'll see you next time.